So today is the start of a new video. Super excited. I'm finally moving on to my third two-piece, actually fourth, or is it? I think it's my fourth two-piece set. So it's my third with this brand of yarn for sure. This one's gonna be more of a summer theme. I'm gonna go with a little top that just isn't really a top, it's more of like a little cover up. You tie it at the front, look cute, and then a pair of shorts. I have 3 of these, so I'm hoping for a pair of shorts it should only take like 1.5, and I'm hoping for the top it only takes 1. I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna do short sleeve or a long sleeve yet. I kind of want to do a long sleeve, but like mesh stitch on the long sleeve part, but we'll see. But I'm super excited because I just finished another bunny hat. Yes, I'm excited. It does look a little odd with big puffy hair, just because as you can see it looks really full. I guess it doesn't look that odd. In the mirror it looks a lot odder, but I made the ears longer than my previous one that I need. This is the one that I've been wearing a lot this winter, but these ears are a lot shorter, so I was like, I want one with a lot longer ears. Obviously I wasn't gonna make it in the same color. To be honest, I could detach these ears and make them longer, but I'm like, nah, I've worn this hat a lot. And I got all these little, I was like, I need to fold the brim to show it off. So I got a few little pins on here, you know, the safety pins, cute little bunnies, and more safety pins. So, and my favorite, which I might move on to this hat, which says, yeah, it says that only cried a little today. I love that. I'm going to accessorize this hat at some point, probably. I'm not sure if I'll do it for a video though, because it's literally just going through finding more pins. I have a bunch. I'm like, there are even anime pins that I'm like, should I use them? But yeah, I feel like it looks so odd with just how thick my hair is, but it's my hat and I'm so happy. It also matches my sweater that I made in the last video, but you know, I don't know if I'm gonna wear them together. Maybe. Well, considering that I haven't put that video out yet, I'll probably show this hat in that video just because I'll have it and it'll match. Like, I haven't styled the sweater, and I'm also like, do I want to undo the bottom? Because I feel like the bottom, like when I did the ribbing, made the bottom a little bit tighter, so it doesn't look super cool like I wanted to, but it is what it is. So it's time to move on to my design. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the back panel first, which I'm gonna do it the same way that I make all my, actually I'm gonna do it the same way I do. I'm gonna just make it plain. I think I'll do double crochets just because everything I've been making has been half double crochets lately. I've been making double crochet because it's not that serious. Also, this requires a 5mm hook. I'm actually gonna use that for once. Usually I'm using like a 4, what is it? Hold on, let me check. I'm usually using this hook, which is a 4.25. So I'm like, you know what, this time for the top, I'm definitely gonna use a 5mm, or I might use my 5.25 just because it's pink. My 5 is orange, and you know, there's nothing wrong with orange, but pink, yeah, very cute color. And I also have metal hooks. I stopped using them just because I was having issues with my hands, Turns out it has nothing to do with crochet. But because everybody keeps talking about arthritis and I was about to say scoliosis. Not scoliosis. What's the other one that happens to your hands? Carpal tunnel. Carpal tunnel. Everybody keeps talking about those. I was like, maybe I should get ergonomic hooks. So that's what I did. And my 5.0mm is blue. 5.5 is orange, and so a different shade of orange, but so is the 6 in the metal. So wouldn't have been able to get away with it anyway. But 5.25, which I don't have in metal either, so I'm super excited. I'm gonna get started on this. I'm probably gonna chain 80 like I do for my cardigans when I'm doing regular cardigans. Also, it's really just interesting how life works sometimes. Let me see if I could. I like to do a center pull because it just stays in one place. And I did see it. So let me do that real quick. I'm like, do I want to pause? I think I am. I'll be back when I'm done chaining my 80 and maybe even my foundation row, because it'll just be easier after that, because trying to crochet into the chain and talk is not gonna work. Right, little update on my top. I've gotten pretty far. I've completed one side. I even seamed it up. Lived the little details, makes it look a lot better. Well, now I've started working on the second side. Ugh, but this is how much yarn I have left. I can definitely do the next side, but can I get sleeves? That's the real question. This is how it looks so far. It'll be the right size once you make the little ties. I think I'll be able to finish this, well, the base, today. But it's time to... Okay, so still working on the top. Doing the string now. Did both sides. I do need to still sew up this side. It's only kind of connected because I did a row around the bottom and brought it all the way around and then started on this. I want it to be long enough to make at least a bow, and I think this might be long enough. You know, it's hard to picture it since this side doesn't have one yet, but to be wrapped around, like maybe a little longer, just a little bit. So that's all I'm working on, and this is how much yarn is left. So I won't be adding sleeves tonight. I'm gonna start with the shorts. Whenever I finish the shorts, if I have yarn left over, then I'll work on the sleeves. But if not, then I'll probably have to buy yarn, because I'm like, I really want it to have sleeves. Like, honestly, I'm hoping that when I make the shorts, there's enough left over, because I'm like, it doesn't take 2 skeins to make a pair of shorts. It might take 1.5, and I'm hoping half is enough to do 2 mesh sleeves, because it's just mesh. I'm gonna probably do the V-stitch because I'm tired of the rectangles, and though I do have shrugs with the V-stitch already, I think the V-stitch would look really nice. So can't wait to do that. And as you can see, I can't really, not that great at crocheting and not looking. Like, it just doesn't work for me. I think with the doing a hexagon cardigan could kinda, because it's like you could kind of feel it out, like that there's a space, and that's the space you're supposed to crochet into, and you know you're gonna do 2 double crochets in that spot. I think that's why it's a little bit easier to be able to look away and do that one, but just regular stitches, it's not that easy. I've been making mistakes. Gotta go back, undo it if I look away for too long, so not the best at that. So can't wait. I'm glad I'll be done with this top. Well, I'll be done with what I can do with this top. So I think this should be long enough. Yeah, this should be long enough for the strap. I'm gonna cut my yarn, add it to this side, make up the rest, and then hopefully I have enough left, because I think I should have enough to do this, and then also sew up this side and potentially start one of these mesh sleeves, because I definitely don't want it without sleeves. Like, if you just a little bit, like, yeah, that's just gonna look so good. And adding the sleeves, you know, yeah, it's gonna look great. And with a pair of shorts, gonna be a great summer fit. Alright, so the top is finished. Tied it up. It's finished for now. I have this much yarn left, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it for now, and then when I'm actually ready to add the sleeves, I will add the sleeves. But I'm like, it's cute, you know, it's a little tie top. That's what I wanted. Like, it's perfect for the summer. It's gonna look so cute with the shorts. I think I might start the shorts tonight, but like just a little bit, like not a lot of it. Like, I don't even know if I gotta figure out how I want to do them, because I was originally thinking, well, there's so many different ways to make shorts. So the two ways I've made them so far is from top down, which I don't like doing. From bottom up. That way feels the easiest to do. Well, but there's another way you could do it, which is by doing panels. So you could do one panel for one leg and one panel for the other leg, seam them together, and then make your split. I'm also thinking about doing that. That's what I'm thinking about doing, because I'm like, I don't really like how the top of my pants look. And I also don't want to make it with pockets. Well, the style of pockets that I usually put in the other two, put in my other shorts. I'm gonna make different pockets. So once I'm done with that, you'll see what kind of pockets I end up doing, if I have enough yarn. Because if I have to sacrifice pockets for some sleeves, I will. Oops. Yep. So I'm popping in to give a small update about my shorts. So I've done a lot. As you can see, it's starting to look like shorts. I got the base done. Now I gotta do, well, first I'm gonna add more legs, and then I'm gonna add a waistband. They are a little bit snug, and honestly, before I seamed it up, when I was like trying it on and trying to pull the two parts together, they would not go together. So I was like, oh no, it doesn't fit. So then I was like, oh, I'm going to crochet up and down, and it looked weird. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to frog this, start all over. So I was literally about to find the outside pull and start just cranking it up on my yarn winder. But then I was like, let me seam it together, see how it fits. And so that's what I did. Seamed it together. Still got, well, it's coming apart now that I'm moving it around a lot because I didn't put a stitch marker in there. But tried it on. It's a little snug. Gonna add a few more stitches in the legs because they have 85, and apparently 85 is not big enough, which a little confusing because I did 80 for the pants and the pants aren't snug, so odd. But yeah, I'm gonna add a few more rows to the bottom, probably. So this is 3, maybe 9 more rows to each leg. This is how much yarn I have left in this cake. I think this could definitely do the legs. Maybe, I'm not sure if it could do both. I know for sure it could do at least 9 on one. I'm not sure if it could do 9 on both, but I have another cake left. So hopefully I only need to do the waistband out of that other cake, and then I could use the rest to finish making the sleeves on this top. The only thing that upsets me is I'm like, I really don't want this to be too snug, but it's also like, look at all the work that I did today. Like, this is a lot of work. I don't want to just undo it. So hopefully over time it stretches a bit. I also had to change the size of my hook. Down here I was using my 4.25 millimeter, and these single crochet stitches, very tight, nice. These are half double crochets, single crochets. I was getting so tired after doing the single crochets that I started doing double crochets, and then I would go back and forth for a bit. I don't think you can actually really tell the difference that much just by looking at it. I do notice that these single crochets are a lot tighter than these ones because I increased to my 5-millimeter hook because I was like not spending all day using my 4.25. So this is how we're gonna continue working with the 5-millimeter. I hope it doesn't look too see-through. If anything, can always line it if that's the case, but it's done with single crochets, so I'm like, that was the point to make it not see-through. Like the other ones are not see-through, but they also fit a little looser, a little, you know, not so tight to the body. And the pants fit tight to the body and they're a bit see-through, but they're made with half double crochet, so you just have to see with the end result. Okay, so just a small update because I took a little break, but as you can see, I added my 9 rows on this side. This is how much yarn I have left. Gotta cut it off. Let me do that now. Cut it off. Actually, what I was thinking about doing was, since it's a 2-piece set, right, was to add this detail, the little, I guess, flower looking thing to the rim of the shorts. I think that would be so cute. But like I mentioned, these are a bit tight. But the thing is, it's for the summer, so it's like I could just wear it to places like the beach and it won't be a problem, you know? It's a great 2-piece set to wear to the beach, water outings, you know? So the tightness won't be much of a problem because it's like, and hopefully could make myself a little slimmer. So, oops. Well, this yarn was up here. The camera. There you go. So I still got 1 cake left. So I'm definitely thinking, since I only need to do 9 rows here and a waistband, I'll definitely be able to finish these sleeves and make them long and dramatic as I want. So I'm very excited. Very, very excited. But I don't know, my brain is just, also the way that the shorts fit right now, I don't think I'll need to put elastic in it, but I did buy more elastic because I do have some, but they're currently attached to another pair of shorts. I also have one that was in the tube top that I made that I think I'm gonna take it out of that tube top. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that tube top, but the stitch I did use to make it, I realized it's not single crochet. It's the linen stitch, which I'm like, it looks cool, especially with the color, the way the colors pull together. So I'm like, I don't know, I kind of also want to make something else with that stitch. But I have a few other projects on my docket already. And also it's seeming like this would it's only taking a day. I mean 2 days. Maybe at most, oh no. It'll take definitely 3 days because I won't get to the sleeves tonight. I could probably finish the shorts tonight. So it's like, this is a 3-day project. I'm like, that's exciting. I definitely didn't want it to take long, so I'm glad that it only took 3 days, or it's gonna take 3 days. I got a pillowcase to make out of some velvet yarn that was on clearance from Loops and Threads. I also got some wool yarn to make a hat, though I don't know if I'm gonna keep the hat or not yet. And then I have a whip. The color of the yarn, real pretty, and it honestly feels like it's so close to being done. Oh, I should have been crocheting this whole time. It's because I didn't decide what I wanted to do. That's why. So I'll figure that out after, especially because I'm like, this hook's too big to do it anyway. And no. For the detailing here, I definitely used this green one, which is a 1.25. Actually, no, sorry, 3.125 millimeter hook. So if I am gonna add that detailing, gotta use this hook. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm like, yeah, I have a lot that I want to do, but there's also, you know, the birthday projects. I was not inspired by any of the yarn in my goals to buy any for a project. So there was one yarn that I really loved, but it's like a lace weight, which is the same as the one that's one of my whips, which is a cardigan that is basically, it's like so close to being done. I think because I'm at the part that I dislike the most, the sleeves, is why I just haven't picked it back up. I even thought about turning it into a hexagon cardigan, so there's a panel in there that's from one skein yarn because it's multiple skeins. So I just picked up a one that was already attached to the cardigan and started making a hexagon cardigan. Didn't do many rows of that either because I started my 3-piece set with the pants and the other hexagon cardigan. So yeah, that didn't really work out the way it was supposed to. But what can you do? There's nothing you can do about that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know when I'm gonna pick that whip back up. I'm like, am I gonna pick it up when it's no longer cardigan season? I don't know. I think it's because it's a lace weight yarn. I really don't like using small, because for that project I was using this hook, which is a 2.75 millimeter hook. It's not fun working with such a small hook on such a big project because it just feels like you're getting nowhere fast. You're doing tens and thousands of rows and you see no freaking progress. So that's why I'm like, oh, I was like, did I make these too close? That's why I'm like, I don't know when I'm gonna finish that project. I started it in, I think, November or December. I even undid the panel once. Let's see. I guess I should hold it up like this. Does that look like it's gonna be a cute detailing? Camera's dying, so You'll see later if I add it or not. Okay, I'm excited because I finished the shorts today, and you could tell this is all scrunched up because I put elastic on the inside. I think I might. This happens all the time because when you freehand stuff, there's no pattern, so it's just whatever you feel like doing, you do, and then you know, it's either you like it or you don't. So I freehanded it, of course, and for some reason it feels like it's hard to tell now because it's all scrunched up with the elastic on the inside, but I feel like this ribbing is a bit loose, similar to how in the purple sweater with the first ribbing I made for the collar was just looking all loose and whatnot. Now it's just like a smidge too tight. I can still get it over my head, but I think I'm gonna also redo that and make it just a smidge looser, or change it from ribbing to just doing rows of single crochet or something, because I can get it over my head, but it's like, dang, I don't want to feel like I'm like sliding something down my scalp every time I put on the sweater. So that's something I'm gonna have to deal with. But for this, it just looks like, when I tried it on, it just looks a little odd, especially because of where I put the elastic. I put it on like closer to the bottom versus the top, so it's like the top I can see it like flapping over, and I'm like, you know, before I put the ribbing on, when I tried it on, it fit nicely, so I'm like, the ribbing definitely came out too big, and I'm like, it's definitely this front area, because at the back I was like, okay, when I was doing it I was like, I'll do 3 spaces and then crochet into the space, and then the front I was like, only 2 spaces, which seems to make a big difference, because I was just trying to make sure that there wasn't, like, you see kind of like this gap that's at the bottom here. The front, those gaps are not as big as you can, they're like barely a gap. So that's what I was trying to do, to make sure that it looked nice at the front. So it didn't look really holey or anything when I put it on. So I don't know if I'm gonna fix that now, because they fit and they're cute. And the detail at the bottom was definitely worth it. Like, definitely worth it too. I'm happy with the completed shorts. Now it's time to move on back to the top. Oh, this is inside out. Time to move on back to the top so I can finish adding the sleeves. I have this much left, and I think this is more than enough to do the sleeves. I'm also thinking, if it's really like in like a lot is left over, I'll add maybe like single crochets or just another row or something to the bottom of this, just to make it like a little bit longer, and then I'll add pockets. The way I want to do the pockets, it's like, I saw the shorts design. I don't know if I have my phone with me. I saw the shorts design, and I think that it looks pretty cool. But I also don't know if it's, well, it looked real, because I did see the video, and I did not save it to my save folder. I thought I did, or maybe it's on the other account, because I got 2 Instagrams, so I'm like, maybe it's on the other one. Let's see. Oh, it is. Okay, good. I was like gonna be so upset if I couldn't find them. But these are what these shorts look like, and you see those pockets look like flowers. I want to do that, but the only thing is, I'm like, the way these shorts are set up is like they have these little buttonhole situation going on, and obviously I'm not gonna put that on these like I don't want to. So I don't know if I'm gonna exactly make the pockets that similar, but it was like an interesting concept, and I was like, ooh, I think I'd like to try that. So now I'm gonna go and work on finishing these sleeves, and then I'll be back to show you later. Okay, so I think I'm done with this sleeve. It seems long enough. It's pretty late, so I'm going to stop. As much as I really wanted to finish tonight, that's not gonna happen. So it's gonna be a 4-day thing, even though it felt like it was gonna be 2, 3. So disappointed. Well, it wasn't like my goal was to do 3 days, but anyway, it's very pretty. I love how the colors look. But yeah, finished with one sleeve. I'm still trying to figure out like how I want the bottom of this. Like, do I want to leave it like this, or do I want to add a little bit of this to it just to, you know, razzle dazzle? Because like it looks cute on the shorts, right? So I'm like, we'll see. I'm gonna cut it and do the other sleeve. This is how much yarn I have left. Definitely have enough to do the next sleeve. I just don't know how much I'd have after that. I think I'd have enough to, you know, do a little decoration around the sleeve. I mean, it's not that many stitches. Just do a row of single crochet and then a row of that, because yeah, okay, definitely gonna do a row of single crochet at the end for sure. If I add the little details, that will be, we'll see what I do tomorrow after I finish the second sleeve. Okay, giving a little update on my project. I have both sleeves completed. As you can see, my hook just fell off of it because, or I shouldn't say completed. I have this much yarn left, and I'm like, do I want to make the little frillies around the sleeves, or do I just want to leave the sleeves as they are? Because I did add 2 rows of single crochets around them to make them a little more solid. And if I did decide to do this, it would be easier to do it. But I'm like, basically done. I think I'm just gonna take this and make a pocket for the shorts, because walking around in this world with no pockets, it is a crime. So I'm like, I can't gauge how big this is gonna be. So I'm like, if I make one big rectangle, or do I try to make the little cute pocket I was talking about? But I'm like, wouldn't I also have to line it? So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but it's definitely getting a pocket, at least the one pocket. I think I'll make a regular style pocket, a rectangle with a little deviation, and then maybe I'll add this on the border of the pocket. Yeah, I think that's a great compromise if I do it. Okay, so I made my pocket, but as you can see, it's can't finish it. So I'm like, I might change the size. I don't know what to do, because I wanted my phone to be able to fit this way, but obviously now it doesn't fit this way. So I'm like, should I change it to make it fit this way? And then it'll look like a real pocket, but it's like the phone's not the only thing I'd want to put in the pocket. I want it to be a big enough pocket. And obviously I'm not gonna buy another ball of yarn to make a pocket, so no pocket for now. I will update on a much later date when I feel like trying it on and showing off the set. But I'm glad I have this end and this end to weave in, and that's it. But it's really funny how like I was like, yeah, maybe after I do that I could add to the ends and all these things I thought I could do. No, all I could do was make the shorts and the top and a partial pocket. So yeah. Oh, nah, that would look weird considering where it would be. Anyway, so yeah, I'm done for now. I'll show you how it looks later. But yeah, that's pretty disappointing, not gonna lie. Hey guys, so I'm finished with the outfit. As you can see, I am wearing it. I just have on a sports bra with the top and the shorts. You can back up a little bit. As you can see, I have the detailing on the shorts. Very cute. Loved working on this piece. I can't wait to wear it during the summer on my vacation. It's literally so cute. I'm like, I love the colors. I feel like the lighting is just a little too bright. Yeah, now you can see the color just a little better. But it's so cute. And now I am recording this outro super late because for some reason, I filmed some TikToks right after making this outfit, but I did not film the outro. So here I am. And I also am posting this video later than I wanted to because I also didn't want to film the outro last week. So here I am this week filming it so I can get this video posted. Once I film this, the video is already edited, so I just gotta add this outro and we're done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, liked it so far. If you liked it, like, share, and subscribe. Always forgetting what the little YouTuber monologue is. But yeah, this is the outfit. It's very comfortable. I hope in here is a little warm right now, and I'm like, I hope in the summer I can actually wear this. I think on my vacation I should be fine, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure if I'll be wearing the top with the shorts like the whole time, but it is airy, you know, so hopefully I'll be fine. But yeah, I'm so happy. It's so cute. I can't wait to finally wear it in the summer, and that way I have so many outfits prepared, so I hope you guys are looking forward to the next set of videos because I finished a dress and I'm gonna make a video for that. I'm working on another set with the same kind of yarn but a different colorway. Like, I finished some tops. Like, I've got a whole bunch of stuff in the works, so I hope you guys are excited to see those videos. I have a series about tops that I'm making. I've only successfully made 2. Have to remake a bunch of them. One of them I can't finish because I ran out of the yarn. I hope you're looking forward to all of that mayhem that's to come. And the video after this is also edited and ready to be posted, so I hope you guys are looking forward to back-to-back videos ready, and I'm looking forward to being able to just post them without having to do editing, since I already did the editing for those videos as well. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. That's the other like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys. It's been nice. A pleasure. Bye.